EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte at rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'll be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
The Panthers at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. You look at this Bears defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
From the gun on third down, Youngblood. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
That's pulled in at the 32. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda to the 43, second down.
down at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Fields. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. This is taken around the 12 and out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, 2 heavyweights in the NFL.
Right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little geek on right now. 2007, 7-0 Pats, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. They ended up getting 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, this defense for the Bears very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Off-play action. Youngblood. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Only able to gain a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3. You look at this Bears defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Youngblood. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Fighting through. He's got space. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's a good conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trap in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know what they do for these situations. 1st down.
And they built that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, Youngblood, and he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Off the play fake, Youngblood. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Abanikanda. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Fields now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. These two teams all tied after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Looking deep here for Mooney. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now Fields. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Fields. Pass caught. It's Davis on the crossing route. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Fields. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
I'd say they learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game, because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed away his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
Throwing on 3rd down. Fields. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Abanikanda will score. Touchdown, Chicago. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Bears 14, Panthers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Curry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bears 21, Panthers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try to put some pressure on the defense.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out and they hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense is working a little bit, out back on their heels, but they have a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Youngblood.
He gets it to Hunt. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Let's go now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm,
and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
That is caught, and he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. To throw on second down, Youngblood.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Throwing on 3rd and long, Youngblood. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Intercepted by the Bears. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Football defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 10. And the Bears first down.
The give now to Abanikanda.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Israel Abanikanda, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He'll take it at the 42. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Panthers 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
A gain of 15. First down, Chicago.
On the handoff, Abanikanda. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with third down looming.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From the 50, here's Fields. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Back to throw. Youngblood. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Curry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 9 brings up third.
On third and 2, Youngblood. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they were in search of a short game on third down, and they wound up over 20 yards. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously, a lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on first and goal.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Off play action. Youngblood. Throw left side complete. That's Curry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears Bears, touchdown. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but
shedding the tackle, that gives him some room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
76 yards for him on the ground. He's been terrific here this afternoon.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Right back to him on first down. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Operating from the gun, Youngblood. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on fourth down. Now a handoff up the middle. Curry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Tyreek Stevenson picks it off.
And they will score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Bears 49, Panthers 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
13 yards remaining on second down.
Now they'll pitch it out here. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Bears. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. And quickly, they get to the line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Off play action. Fields
Steps away. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's got to read.
Touchdown, Bears! A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
No problem there on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
106 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Fields.
Flushed out right.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Third and long. It's Fields.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, it's Curry, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A quick throw complete to Chark. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. On 2nd down, it's Curry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
To throw on 3rd down, Youngblood.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout. But you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
And they'll go again with Abanikanda. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. So that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 2nd down, it's Abanikanda.
Broken tackle. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
80 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Chicago, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.